wouldn't be complete without addressing the fentanyl crisis we just heard a little bit about. Last year, 1,773 Arizonans lost their lives to opioid overdose. Nearly all of these cases involve synthetic opioids like fentanyl. The only way out of this crisis is through partnership between state, local, tribal, and federal governments and stakeholders. In recent years, Arizona has taken major steps to prioritize access to information, tools for harm reduction, and substance abuse treatment. But drug supply responds to drug demand, and we need to work together to address the flow of drugs across our state, local, tribal, and international borders. Secretary Mayorkas, Arizona is ready and willing to do everything it takes to keep our communities safe, and I look forward to partnering with you and our counterparts in Mexico to secure our ports of entry and to advance policies that address the root causes of drug abuse and trafficking.
Secretary Mayorkas, thanks for coming out here to Southern Arizona. The question I had is, in the next couple weeks really, Title 42 is going to end. What are things that the DHS has done to prepare for that program to end? And what are the programs going to do to actually deal with certain migrants, but also make sure that people are able to get asylum if they request it?
So we have been planning for the end of the Title 42 since September of 2021. We issued a 6-point plan that ranged from some of the criminal activities that I described briefly now to surging personnel, resources, transportation facilities, increasing efficiencies, working with local state partners. We have a multi-part plan that we announced in September of 21. We've been working day in and day out since then. We refreshed that plan. We supplemented it in April of 2022, and that work has continued to date. As you know, we've issued a notice of proposed rulemaking in response to which we've sought comments. The comment period is now closed. We're evaluating those comments, which makes important changes to our asylum system, which is designed to really preserve the institution of asylum, which we are so proud of, but at the very same time, cut out the smuggling organizations that exploit migrants and at their most vulnerable of time. The model is to build safe, legal, and orderly pathways and deliver a consequence for those who do not avail themselves of the pathway. But ultimately, foundationally, we must have Congress pass legislation to fix what is a broken system.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lorena Luis, and I'm a reporter with Houston, Arizona. I have a two-part question. The first one is, since we're talking about migrants and Title 42 ending, are you planning on visiting other parts of Arizona, border parts, where migrants are coming in through not the ports of entries, but pretty much the U.S. sector, where they're just coming in and going forward to border patrols to get, some type of refugee?
So I have visited over the past 2 years the border more than 15 times, I believe it is. I have visited Arizona, different parts of Arizona during my prior trips. I don't have any concrete plans in the days ahead. Certainly we evaluate that as things develop in preparation for the end of 2022.
And my second part to another question is, I know fentanyl, we're having a crisis right now, but it's known that silencing is being added to some fentanyl pills. Do you have any comments on that?
So let me say that the fentanyl crisis that we are experiencing in this country has been building year over year for quite a number of years. And in fact, we are watching the precursor chemicals that are used to manufacture fentanyl and also that are included in the composition of synthetic opioids that create such danger, such fatality for people throughout the country. We are tracking that chemical specifically. This port of entry has what we call a forward operating lab, the equipment and the scientists to analyze the substances as we interdict them here to assist in the prosecution of the traffickers. It is a monumental shift and an example of how we are taking it to the cartels, to the traffickers, and it will not stop.
Actually, I had a question for the governor, if you have a second. This is your third third visit to the border since taking office, actually, I focused on this. Just wondering how the journey's been. What's changing for you? The biggest thing you learned by touring and traveling the border. So, about the second question, are you still committed to funding or disbanding of strategies?
Sure. So I think more than anything, my visits to the border and talking with community leaders has just reinforced what we already knew, that we need partnerships to address the many complex issues we're facing as a border state and that our border communities face. I'm grateful for the Secretary for joining me here so we can talk about ways to partner with the federal government on this issue. In terms of the Border Strike Task Force, what our budget proposes to do is reallocate those funds where they can be most purposeful. And I've said this before, recent reporting has indicated it's not a force, it's not striking at the border, so we can repurpose those dollars where they can be most beneficial in terms of coordinating law enforcement response at the border.
Thank you. Question for both the governor and the secretary. Governor, you said you met with humanitarian organizations, including Casa Alitas today. Are there plans to build a second facility down in southern Arizona
From a whole series of organizations, not just in Tucson, but in Phoenix and the like, that bring different capabilities to bear to address the needs of individuals who have claimed asylum in the United States?
Daniel Torres from March Medio de Sonora. This is a two-part question as well. The first one is, from the Mexican side, coming to the U.S., we are seeing a lot of people getting to the borders to try to get through the border with the CBP-1 app for the asylum seekers. Is there any plan, or do you have any numbers that you can share about the efficiency of that process? How is that process going?
So let me give you an example of the efficiency of the CBP-1 app. And let me take a step back and share with you the history of the CBP-1 app. When we first took office, when President Biden first took office, what we inherited was a completely dismantled immigration system, and we saw tremendous tragedy and trauma all along the border. And one of the things that we didn't see was a camp where people were suffering very acutely in Mexico, in Matamoros. And we used the CBP-1 app as a way for those individuals to make an appointment at a port of entry using community-based organizations in Mexico to allow them to travel safely to that port of entry, and we closed down that camp. Picking up on that model, we have now used the CBP-1 app to process individuals who qualify for exemptions from the Title 42 order. We are now processing approximately 740 people a day through that exemption process using CBP-1 app. It's a powerful example of its utility and efficiency.
Hi, question for the Secretary. Hi, Governor. Secretary, I'm Stacey Marchinger. I'm with the Arizona Republic newspaper out of Phoenix. I wanted to ask you about, our prior governor, Governor Ducey, was frankly very critical of your leadership. We never saw you and him together down here at the border. We've elected a new governor who has pledged today and previously to be a partner with the federal agencies to combat the crises that you guys have mentioned here today. I wonder if that shift in tone is significant for you and what it means in terms of working together going forward.
I'm incredibly grateful for Governor Hobbs' invitation to come to Arizona, as I mentioned. It's not my first visit. Immediately when Governor Hobbs took office, she extended that invitation to me. We spoke. I think it's a powerful example of what we can do together and work together. There is strength in partnership. We can deliver results when we work together. Collaboration is the key to address very, very complex challenges that have persisted for years and years. Let me end by saying that I hope that partnership is something that we can extend as we reach arms out to Congress and seek to work together to formulate legislative solutions to address what is fundamentally a broken immigration system.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.